こんにちは、ジャパニーズアモのミサです。Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about 同音異義語 homophones. So, have you noticed that there are a lot of words in Japanese that sound the same but have different meanings? So, for example, 紙 can either mean paper or hair.So the pronunciation and the pitch accent are exactly the same, but the kanji are different. So for example, 髪を切る Kiru means to cut. 髪を切る can mean to cut the hair or the paper. So if I say 髪を切った without any context, then it's not so clear if I'm saying I got a haircut or I cut.A piece of paper. It really depends on the context. But usually if somebody says 髪切った like in a question, that probably would mean did you get a haircut? But if you're crafting something, maybe they're talking about paper. But if the sentence is written, then it's clear from the kanji. Anyway, these words are called 同音異義語 homophones. 同音 means same sound. Do, that kanji means same, like 同じ. And the second kanji means sound, like 音. And 異義 means different meaning. 異義 is quite a formal word used in linguistics, right? So when you want to say different meaning, we usually just say 違う意味. 違う意味. 違う different 意味 meaning.Anyway, 同音異義語 Go means language or word, right? So, word that has the same sound but different meaning. So, 紙 and 紙, they are 同音異義語, right? And there is also 紙 So, the pitch accent is a little bit different this time. So, for paper and hair, we say 紙. It's low, high.Okay, I've made a lesson on the pitch accent, so check it out. Basically, what you need to remember is that the first mora of a word and the second mora of a word are always different. So if the first mora is like a syllable. Anyway, the first mora is pronounced with a low pitch. The second mora has to be pronounced with a high pitch. And the other way around too. High, low, or low, high.That's the rule you have to remember. Anyway, 紙 low high, that's paper or hair. Whilst if you say 神 high low, 神, then that means God. So if you say 紙を切る can mean to cut, but also to kill as well. Like a samurai would often say 切るinstead of 殺す when they defeat the enemy. 殺す is the proper way to say to kill. But 切る, this is also often written in another kanji, but can also mean to cut, like to kill. So 髪を切る sounds like you're slaying a god. So maybe you just had a haircut, but instead you end up saying, I slayed a god. I've made a video about funny mistakes you can make or embarrassing mistakes you can make while texting Japanese. So I want you to check it out. But basically, when texting, you can choose wrong kanji accidentally or you just autocorrect and get the wrong kanji without really noticing it. Anyway, to say to comb the hair like this, right? You say 髪を溶かす. For example, I want to say, I'm combing my hair right now. Informally, I'd say, 髪溶かしてる. Okay, 髪溶かしてる. Without the O particle, because when we speak informally, we drop the O particle. So, 髪溶かしてる. But if you write it differently, or even if you just change the pitch and say, 髪溶かしてる. And that would mean I'm turning into a god. Your friend is like, are you ready yet? And you're quickly typing, sorry, I'm just combing my hair right now. You want to say 髪溶かしてる. 髪 溶かしてる. Okay? But you end up saying 髪溶かしてる. Alright, 髪溶かしてる. Very different. I mean, you might just mean I'm just turning into a goddess. Like, my hair is gonna look fabulous and everyone's gonna call me a goddess. Megami-sama. Anyway, Doon Ikigo is very funny even to Japanese people. This is how we make puns, right? So Japanese puns are called dajare. And I have a game video on it and I'm very passionate about dajare. I love bad dad jokes. Like, I can't live without them. Dajare nashi ja ikite ikenai. For example, a classic one is kaeru ga kaeru. Kaeru, usually written in katakana, but you can also write it in this kanji. Anyway, kaeru, frog, and kaeru, this means to go home. So kaeru ga kaeru. Kaeru ga kaeru means frogs go home. Anyway, moving on. Another example. Kashi can mean lyrics. For example, この曲の歌詞が好き. That means I like the lyrics of this song. The first kanji means song and the second kanji means poetry or writing. If you change the kanji, kashi can also mean snacks, sweets. Okay? Again, the pitch accent is the same. Kashi, high low. Kashi, kashi o kaku. And that means to write the lyrics. Whereas kashi o taberu. That means to eat snacks. But be careful, usually when you want to say snacks, we usually add the o at the beginning. It's called the honorific prefix. So we usually say okashi. Okay, okashi. This is more common than just saying kashi. There are a lot of words like that. Kane means money, but generally we say okane most of the time. If you say kane, you kind of sound like a gangster, so you generally say okane to make it sound more polite. Some words have this o by default. You don't have to, but it's more common. Some words you want to attach this o in front of it to make it polite. So if you're talking about somebody's job, instead of saying shigoto, we often say oshigoto to mean your job when speaking very politely. Again, it's to do with keigo, and I have a lesson on that, so check it out. Anyway, kashi or kashi. Kashi part actually stays the same, high, low, but at the beginning you have to add this low o. O, kashi. Okay, so we make the mountain. Whenever we add this o, the prefix, in front of a word, you always pronounce the o with a low pitch. So that means you start low and the second mora has to be pronounced with a high pitch. Remember, it has to be different. So low, high, and the rest can be different, right? Anyway, for example, tea, we usually say ocha, ocha, okay? Again, without o, you could say cha, but a bit strange. Like, cha o nomu might make you sound like a really old person. Low, high, o, cha, or hot water, boiled water. We say o you, okay? Money, o kane, okay? Low, high, high, o kane. So the pitch of the third mora can be the same as the one in the second mora, but just the first and second have to be different. Okane, alcohol, or sake, change, as in the money you get, or tsuri, store, shop. You could say mise without the o, but again, we often add this o and say o mise, or mise. Anyway, since we're talking about okashi, snacks, let me show you this month's box. Ta-da! Sorry, I actually got really hungry and already ate some of it. This is awesome Japanese snack box subscription service. They send you great, yummy snacks from Japan, directly from Japan. 美味しいお菓子を送ってくれます。The theme of this month, the theme is always different. Golden Kanagawa. If you don't know where Kanagawa is, it's very close to Tokyo. And it's such a great place because that's where the Pikachu Festival takes place. And it's very close to Tokyo, but the rents are usually much cheaper than Tokyo. So it's a great place to live as well. I highly recommend Kanagawa. Anyway, the theme is great and I see all the snacks that I love. Like literally all of them this month. Like I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. 本当に嬉しいです。Anyway, you can use my code JapaneseAmo10 and you will get 10% off. You could save up to $47. As usual, the link and the code are in the description box or in the comments. はい、じゃあ食べてみます。これ美味しそうなので食べてみます。ほうじ茶味。ほうじ茶の匂いがする。これもめっちゃ有名。堅揚げポテト。普通のポテチより硬いです。これはニンニク味。超美味しい。やみつき。もう美味しい。次、横浜馬車道ミルフィーユ。横浜市は神奈川県の県庁所在地。馬車道はみなとみらいの近くです。横浜は中華街もあります。こんな感じ。めっちゃ美味しい。びっくりした。これは食べてほしい。2日後に親知らずを抜くので、今食べられるだけ食べています。Yeah, so check out box. Use the code JapaneseAmo10 to get 10% off. Okay, let's get back to the lesson. So, お菓子 snacks. Right? It's not exactly a don igigo homophone, but there is a word that sounds quite similar to お菓子。お菓子 low, high, low. お菓子 That can mean strange or funny. おかしい can mean funny, but usually because something is silly or strange. 面白い is always positive. Okay, if you say, 面白い, that's so funny, or you can use it as interesting. You can say, この本は面白い. It might not make you laugh out loud, but you find it interesting. You can say 面白い. おかしい yes, it could mean funny because something is ridiculous. So if somebody is doing something funny and ridiculous, you can say おかしい or just 面白い. But おかしい could also be used negatively. If you say あの人おかしい that means that person is strange. That person is a bit insane. If you say very positively, it could mean that person is funny, like あの人おかしい then probably, you know, that I find that person funny, strange but funny. Also, you could say おかしいな to mean, that's strange. Okay, it's like you're talking to yourself, that's why you put the na at the end. Na at the end usually means that the speaker is talking to himself, herself. For example, you say, おかしいな、電気を消したと思ったのに。That's strange. I thought I turned off the lights. Moving on. 次. Do you guys know koi fish? The carp? Koi. Okay, so the kanji looks like this. It has the radical fish. Koi. is the koi fish. But if you say it more like koi, that means come here, like quite aggressive. Okay, so kuru is the verb to come, but if you conjugate like koi, that's the rude way to say come here. Okay, so not the same as kite kudasai, please come. That's the friendly way to request somebody to come. But if you want to swear in Japanese, we use this rude imperative. Koi is the way to go. So if you want to say, hey, you cop, come here, you say koi. But yeah, that's how you get in trouble if somebody says, kochi koi, come here. But there is also kind of a famous cute pun, koi yo koi. So this first koi means love, like romance. And the second one is the rude way to say come. But so generally, if you say koi to someone specific, that's quite rude. But if you're using in like a catchphrase, koi is not really a person. This sounds cute. Koi yo koi. It's like, love, come to me. So it's like, I want to fall in love, or I want to find love. You can, for example, say koi shitai instead as well. Koi shitai means I want to fall in love. I want to find love. The pitch accent of koi, carp and to come, or come and love, they all the same. Koi, high, low. But when somebody hears koi shitai, we don't think it means like I want to do carp. It doesn't mean coitus. It just means I want to find love. There is also an adjective, koi. Again, the same accent, high, low. Koi can mean deep, like as in the color. Like koi pink is like deep pink. If you say koi iro, that means dark color. So like brown, that's koi iro. And you can also say koi aji to mean strong taste. Okay, so lots of doon igigo. Tsugi. Do you guys know the word seki? Seki, very important. It means seat. Okay, so seki ni suwaru. Seki ni suwaru. Suwaru is to sit down, right? So that's high-low. Seki. Seki. But if you change the pitch and also the kanji, that can mean cough. Seki, low, high. Seki. And this seki, cough, is a type called odaka gata, tail high. You start low and then high, but the particle that comes next after seki would be low. So, seki o, okay? Seki o suru. So for example, the person in the back seat is coughing. You can say, 後ろの席の人が咳をしている. Right now, everyone is super conscious. Like if I'm on a bus, for example, I try my hardest not to sneeze or cough. Like it hurts my throat, but I don't do it. It's like I want to sneeze. Usually it goes like, right? But I'm like, because I don't want to scare anyone. Like I'm wearing masks all the time, by the way. I'm very good at following rules. Yeah, I'm wearing masks where I don't have to as well. Anyway, that's nothing to do with the lesson. 後ろの席の人が咳をしている. So can you hear the difference? 後ろの席の人が咳をしている. So the first seki is high-low, seat, while the second one was low-high, seki, cough. The next one is not 同音異義語 homophone, but I just wanted to tell you. Kasa means umbrella, right? And it goes higher. Kasa, kasa. And if you want to say, I don't have an umbrella, you'd say, kasa nai. High, low, high, low. Kasa nai. But if you say, kasa nai, low, high, 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 kasa nai, that means I'm not lending it. Okay? Kasu can mean to lend. So it can be a very funny pun. So I say, I don't have an umbrella, and the person says, I'm not gonna lend it to you. And they sound very similar, I mean, except for the pitch accent. And remember, the pitch accent can differ depending on the region. I'm only talking about the Tokyo standard accent. Anyway, you can say, Kasa nai. I don't have an umbrella. And the other person could say, Kasa nai. I'm not lending it to you. I'm like, this is my umbrella. Just get you on. Kasa nai. Kasa nai. This is nothing to do with homophones technically, but I thought it was funny. Moving on, 次. How do you say now in Japanese? We say, ima, high low. Ima. If you say, ima, low high, ima, that means the same as living room. So living room, we generally say living nowadays, but you can also say ima to mean the same. Usually if the house looks quite Western, like modern house, then we stick to living. But if the house is quite traditional, it has tatami room and everything, that room could be ima. Okay? So if you want to say, I'm in the living room right now, you can say, ima ni iru. So, ima as now is high low. Ima, and then ima, living room, ni iru. Okay? Ima ni iru. 次. How do you say earthquake? We say 地震. Okay? 地震 can also mean confidence. They both have the same pitch accent. Low, high, high. 地震. Okay? So, 地震がある can either mean there is an earthquake and also I'm confident. Again, the kanji are different, so if it's written, it's clear. Somebody says that sentence. Again, it depends on the context. By the way, when I look at the kanji of jishin, confidence, it's pretty cool. The first kanji means oneself, self, and the second kanji means to believe. So confidence is something you believe in yourself. Pretty cool, right? For earthquake, the first kanji means ground and the second kanji means shake. Makes sense. Ground shaking, earthquake. Okay, next one. Kau. What does that mean? Kau. For example, ボックスを買う. This means to buy. Well, ボックスを買う means to buy a box. Anyway, so to buy a cowbell, we say カウベルを買う. That's low, high. 買う. But if you say 買う, then that means to keep or to have a pet. Okay? So when you want to say I have a pet, like I have a dog, I have a cat, you can say like 犬がいる, 猫がいる. You could use the verb いる. That sentence 犬がいる could just mean there is a dog. It doesn't have to be yours. Okay? It could just be a stray dog. So to specify that you have a pet dog, you say 犬を飼っている or 犬を飼っています. So you use this verb 飼う. Okay? 犬を飼っています. 猫を飼っています. But be careful. 犬を飼っています. The pitch is different. 飼っています. And that means I'm buying a dog. 飼っています. I own dogs. 飼っています. I'm buying. Alright, the last ones. 着る. means to wear, ローハイ。着る for example, ピンクのセーターを着る to wear a pink jumper sweater. Okay, so that's ローハイ。But if you say, hi, low, 着る then that means to cut. Remember? 髪を切る or 髪を切る right? To slay a gold. 髪を切る high, low, 着る low, high. To wear, to put on clothes. 服を着る 服を着る that means to put on clothes. But if you say 服を切る that means to cut clothes. But you know what's annoying about the pitch accent? When it conjugates, the word conjugates, the pitch can change as well. The mass form of 着る to wear is kind of normal. 着ます low, high, low. The last be careful. It's not pronounced like 着ます. Like the u is not pronounced much. It's the same with です. You don't say です. You say です. This. Though that can be different depending on the speech you're trying. If you want to sound like a buriko, it's a type of girl that everyone hates. She acts super cute in front of guys, but is actually a really horrible person in front of girls. Or it doesn't have to be just in front of guys, but in front of people she doesn't like. She's herself, like horrible but super cute in front of people she likes. It's called buriko. Anyway, those girls tend to pronounce the u, su, like su, like desu, masu. Like the su is actually sounds like with a long vowel. U, desu, masu. So instead of kimasu, to wear, you could say 着ます They mean I will wear. You can do that if you want to sound annoying. Anyway, 着ます that's low, high, low for to wear in the must form. To cut, the dictionary form, you say 切る high, low, right? But in the must form, it becomes low, high, high, low. 切ります切ります Okay? 切ります切ります Great! But don't worry, don't get discouraged. There are some rules, but there are a lot of rules. So, what I'm trying to say is the pitch accent is not everything. Trust me, if you talk to people from Kansai area, they're gonna sound very different. Very, very different. We can still understand them, but sometimes there are misunderstandings because of the pitch accent or, you know, the slang that they use. Well, the Kanagawa, the theme of the box, people in Kanagawa speak like people in Tokyo. So, standard pitch accent. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please check out box. The link and the code are in the description box. They're amazing. I'm so excited to try more from them. Check them out. And if you want more videos like this, please let me know. Also, I'm gonna get my wisdom tooth extracted in 2 days. I'm terrified that I can't eat after the surgery. No, I'm actually really terrified of any... I'm just so scared of like knives and I mean, no, I can cook and stuff. But I have cut myself quite badly before and I don't want to talk about this. Anyway, wish me luck. I might post a picture of myself if it looks really funny. If it looks terrifying, maybe not, but if it looks funny, then I will. Okay. Alright, so make sure to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, wherever I might upload a picture of my puffy cheek just for fun. Might make some of you laugh. I don't know. I might change my mind. I might be like crying every day from the pain. Hopefully not. Okay, thank you so much for watching. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。